What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Everspace. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we travel to a new system, jump through a warp gate, kill the Okar, and steal fuel. We decided to be a pirate this time around, and piracy actually works out pretty well. It didn't go too badly. I was really kind of surprised. I thought it was going to go much more poorly than it actually did, and it went perfectly fine. Oh, there's a trader over there, too. Those filthy traders. Oh, I think with higher tier weapons you get more stuff too. Like when you go through. Alright, so we got that right there. And is somebody attacking this trader over here? Got some mineable gas on this side. Sorry, man, I ain't got time for altruism right now. I'm trying to grab everything that I can before I bounce on out. Can I attack the trader? What happens if I attack the trader? What have you got? So he's got... I give 410, I get that. Does he have nanobots? I'll do the exchange for nanobots, but most of this stuff is not something that I particularly want. He'll also buy compounds. How many compounds do I have? 20? I don't know how many compounds I need. He'll buy 100. Oh... Okay, so it tells me how many I have. So he'll take my ore. I'll sell some ore because we've always got to line up on tons and tons of ore. And then I'll sell him like half my compounds too because I'm sure we'll pick up more along the way. Who is this over here? That's an outlaw scout. What is the range on my new Gatling? By the way, I assume the range is better. Oh no, the range is poo. Well, never mind then. Okay. That thing's got dookie range. We've also got what looks like a comlink over there. Let's light this guy up real fast. Man, I hope I get a beam laser 2 or 3 soon, because while it does take that... Ooh, we got a time extender. There we go. New device installed. Let's go check out the comm hub, because that's going to be important for fleshing out the galaxy and letting you know exactly what's going on, giving you a little bit of storyline and input, which I enjoy. I don't know. Pointless slaughter and moving across the galaxy is all cool and everything. A thermo gun. What does a thermo gun do? This weapon may not be amongst the most powerful, but it shoots homing projectiles that almost always hit your target. Really? I'm curious. I'm very, very curious. Hull damage is dookie on it. It fires kind of slowly. Range is alright. Huh. Well, the range is so minuscule on the Gatling that I'm a little bit worried about using it. I mean, it does a lot of damage, don't get me wrong. It does a ton of damage. I want to try out the thermo gun, though. But I don't want to swap it for my beam laser. We'll just salvage it. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I'm kind of glad our kit out right now is actually pretty solid. Oh, that gives us location information. Hell yeah. So we got some fighters over here. We got a container down there. We got a trader on that side. Go ahead and give me a little boost of speed. I'm trying to get around faster. I'm not trying to dick around and waste my own time here. Wow, you can hold that energized boost for a bit. Not bad. A little bit of scrap processor in there. But it looks like by and large this is kind of an empty dead zone. I suppose I could go pirate some shit off the GMB. We do need fuel. So I don't think it would be a ridiculously terrible idea. What's that ticking noise? So there's light freighters over there. There's a fuel tanker over here. I personally think the fuel tanker is the way to go. And last time when we were fighting these things, they had little pylons. Yeah, there they are right there. If I could kill those first, it would make my life easier. I do want to try out my Gatling, though, and see how it does. It spins up quite a bit faster. I'll tell you that much. Alright, so let's juke it. And it looks like they have missile turrets all over the place over here. They have missed me. That's why it's called a missile turret, not a hiddle turret. Wow, that thing eats them for breakfast. That does sound nom nom nom, you delicious. I want to eat your face off. We are, however, taking damage right now, so just things to consider. Let's get our energy repertoire back. They've sent out some fighters, but I don't know if they're aggro just yet. Oh, the freighters are actually what's firing at us. Okay. So that's one down on that side. Come on. I need some hits. Oh, fighters are on us. Fighters are on us.
Very expressive.
Oh, I'm all out of energy. And I'm all out of missiles. Okay, so let's get nanobots running. As far as secondaries go, that's good. I need to make sure that I am moving out here. Probably not worth it for the fuel that we're getting out. And nanobots are doing the best that they can, but we're inside range right now with this little turd nugget. I need energy very, very badly. And if I don't get it... Oh, man, we can't even... I'm having trouble getting his shields down. He's a little tougher than me. Alright. Grab something. Yeah, I don't know if these missiles are... Ah! They were the best I had. They were the best I had. I don't know if I would have done better right there going in. That thing ate up... That thing ate up our... So piracy doesn't pay, kids. That's what we learned. I mean, I needed fuel, though. You run out of fuel, and you're basically just, like, shit out of luck. So, piracy seems like it's a good idea a lot of the time. I will probably go with sensor range, and we'll see what we can pump into this thing. Ah, I need 2,200 to go up to 3. That's a little bit of a bummer. Okay. Let's get ourselves another consumable slot. That also gives us crafting costs. Oh, that'd be really, really nice. Does that help with repairing? Like, does that make it so that when I repair my ship, it makes it cheaper too if I gotta, like, fix the life support or whatever? Hell yeah. Okay. I like this game. I like this game a lot. I know I've been saying that like a broken record, but it's just a fun game. It really sincerely is. And, like, I don't even care that I die. It's one of those games that's fire and forget. You can play it for, like, 10 minutes, go do something else, and then come back later that night and just be, like, addicted to it. Can't decide if that's a... Alright, Joni the Droney, get out of here. Go ahead and... Oh. I may start using the number keys for that, but that requires me to take my fingers off the keys, which seems a little dangerous to me. We got an energy core extension down here. Very, very nice. I think that actually gave us more energy. I think I saw our meter move a little bit when I picked that up. And since that's been one of the major issues I've had the last couple runs, is that with the tougher enemies, I just flat out lack... Oh my god, there's so much stuff over here. Okay. Yep. Let me get it. Scrap, power cells, yep. A drone override. Ooh, buddy. Where's my drone override at? I'm gonna mess with somebody with that later. I'm gonna ruin somebody's life with that drone override. Credits down in here too. The thing is, you burn through your energy very, very quickly because when you're doing evasive maneuvers, you're constantly firing off the thrusters in order to change direction rapidly. And if you can't change direction rapidly, you're just like stuck. You're a fish out of water, you know? I don't see anything in there. We do have mineable gas on this side, though, and I would be remiss if I left that behind. Seems like a poor choice as far as planning goes. All right, put on the brakes. There we go. 24 gas out of there. That'll make life easier later on. And in the worst case scenario, we can just trade it away for something that's a bit more useful. Got mineable gas on that side too. I wish I could bring that fuel with me. I wish I could have a bigger fuel tank, but we just haven't had the time to do that upgrade just yet. Perfect. Who's that? GMB Freighter. Okay. We'll leave them alone for right now. I don't want to mess with the GMB this time around. I mean, if they're abandoned, you're in a zone where they ain't got nothing else going on, absolutely, pirate the hell out of them. But that last zone, they had, like, freighters, and they had fighters, and they had all kinds of bullshit going on that was just, like, jumping into a hornet's nest when I decided to get myself a little bit of fuel, so... We got an outlaw scout, and he is actually inside range already. Get them lined up. Shields are down. Let's put some love tickles on him. Got some light missiles right there. I will probably... Ooh, wow, he was running around with a big old bank account. Give me your shit. Yup. And then you. He's probably coming for me right now. And there it was. I want the missiles, though, because 10 missiles is actually pretty valuable. Then what I'll try and do is I'll salvage the rest, because that'll be good for ore and scrap. Inside of this zone, we have a freighter with no one defending it. We've got ore. It looks like we've got a rather large asteroid over here. Ooh, the Okar are in the zone too. That'll be fun to deal with. The joys of dealing with the Okar. That's probably a pirate base over there. That's all fighters. There's no drones. Yikes. That has the potential for nastiness. There's another plasma field over there. But as long as the Okar are in the area, I'd be inclined not to mess with anything. Let's instead see what we can steal from over on this side. Oh, it's a derelict. Okay. And this one looks like it's seen much, much better days. Although it's still smoldering, so maybe some recent damage? Take both of those. They coming back this way or they staying on their side? It looks like they're staying on their side. Warning. Low power. No kidding. Well, I suppose the option now becomes, do we mess with the Okar? And since I think I am going to have to get my hands dirty either stealing some fuel or coming up with some kind of remedy for my current situation. That one's the furthest out. Actually, they're all kind of far out. Go ahead and give me an impulse boost. Now, there is a GMB freighter back here. This one, are these owned? Because this thing is pretty wrecked up here. This thing looks like a derelict. I suppose we'll find out. It looks like... Ah, it was a GMB. The Okar are now after us. Impulse boost is not ready yet. Okay. That was a mistake. I thought my impulse was up. Let's get behind here while their shields recharge. But we will deal with you in the way that we know how. Get dealt with. Get dealt with. Dodge that missile. Put a few more on you. And down he goes. And we did that with minimal trouble. Oh shit, no! I hit the wrong button again instead of F. That was my bad. Only the most masterful use of the impulse engine for me. I will probably just break those down right now. Yep, not getting hit by that missile. Not today. I will take that fuel, however. Absolutely. There's all kinds of fuel and whatnot around here. Who's shooting at me? It's this guy over here. Having himself a shooting nanny. Oh, wow, that thing turned on a dime. I did not expect that. Well, apparently we're on the GMB's bad side again. Piracy always pays, though. And it pays well. It also ensures I don't have to do any dumb shit like buying fuel later on. Which, obviously, that's folly. Why pay for things you can just steal? The Splattercat story. Swoop in through here. And frankly, if I can fill up my tanks, that's pretty much all that I'm in the market for. Wait, you can shoot those too? Well, what do those drop? Oh, they're connected. It's like a full system. Okay. So there we go. We got our fuel filled up. We're at 100% fuel. Can't carry no more. So those drop stuff too. I learned a new thing today. Cool. Alright. What we got going on over here? I see LEDs. See, that's the problem with putting LEDs on your top secret pirate base. Oof, juke that one. Tried to juke that one, but I'm just not talented enough. I would like to see some kind of chaff added to the game that you could fire off to get rid of missiles. Then again, I guess that depends on whether or not they are... oh, somebody tried to hide their own little personal tank over here. Give me yo crystals. Yeah, buddy. It's a lot easier to be Heisenberg in space. You just mine this shit. That's what it is. It's space meth. We can't craft without space meth. It's just too difficult. There's also a plasma field over here that we haven't completely exploited yet, so also I'm gonna blow up all their stations because it's fun and I like space explosions. It's just violence for violence's sake at this point. Oh, there's another crystal over here. We came out of that one reasonably intact. I wasn't expecting to get away with that quite so well, efficiently. I don't know, we dropped the Okar like a bad habit. Dropped him like an ugly baby. Dropped him like a biting puppy. What is that? There's a glowing thing over here. Ah. Pirate base. Pirate base! Let's maybe not let him tap our hull quite so much. Our hull is a little... Come on. Ain't got nothing to scare me with. I ain't afeared of you. Alright, so we got gel. There was a crate over here somewhere. Oh, nope. Who am I making friends with? The Okar. That's right, buddy. I got guns too. You thought you were trying to be a badass rolling up in here like you were going to shoot and I was going to run. Hell no. That ain't how we play here at the Nerd Castle. We buck back, son. Ain't no ducking and running from this side of the field. We gets it. We gets it all day long. More than willing. Always able. Got the guns up in the stable, but that's where horses go, so... I think it may be time to leave. We done made enough friends. Yeah, let's cross over. Staying on the same path hasn't really worked out for us, has it? So you know what? We're crossing the line. Okay. Well, the G&B is out here. And it appears to me as though they don't really like flag you or anything like that as like a enemy of the state or an enemy of the corporation or whatever. So I'm just gonna go over here and pretend like I'll be like, hey guys, we're best friends. Love you guys to the very end. Take some crystal, take some stone. Leave my awesome ship alone. If you shoot me, I'll cry. Who's trying to fight? I saw some get flagged red. So what are these over here? It's like solar panels? Okay, so there's their fuel station. Probably not the map to mess with G&B on, though. Probably a bad life decision. They look fairly well reinforced here, so you know what? I'll just let them have their thing. We've got outlaw drones and outlaw enemies over here. I need to make myself some more missiles. Yep. No love felt from me over those missiles lost. Come on. I do like the ship models too. The ship models feel very like retro in their design. Like at the same time they've got like a, I don't know, like a Battlestar Galactica feel to them. I'm not a big Battlestar Galactica fan, but I like the aesthetic of a lot of the stuff in Battlestar Galactica. Is that a gun turret? Alright, gun turret. It does look like there's a minimal amount of aim assist with all weapons, as far as I can tell. Let's keep our heads low on this side, just in case, because you can never quite tell, yeah, where they're going to hide these turrets at, and our shields just simply are not set up to face tank this kind of damage. So there's a little bit more right there, some scrap. We didn't really have much else going on. There's a plasma field over there, 12 compounds on this side. But unfortunately, no such luck. I don't know if I want to dick around with the plasma field or if we just want to move on. We are going to need fuel, but I'm going to wait for a more opportune time to get up in somebody's ass over it. Just my crawling, you know, I could crawl up in there like a bite, but I just don't have it in me right now. I'm not properly lubricated. I mean, technically a lot of those are drones. I could use the drone override and convert a bunch of them to our side, and we could try and attack the ship, but it still just feels very, very risky to me. Now I'm always worried that I'm just going to endo my ship into the side of an asteroid. To be fair, it's a good fear to have in a situation like this. There we go, 22 of that, which is good actually because I think I was a little bit low on ore. Yeah, I was a little bit low on ore, so I'm glad we found that. What's down here? Just more ore. How much do you pick up when you go to each one of these? Just one? Yeah, it doesn't look like the drones are really doing their job so great. Huh, okay. So yeah, these are like auto miners. What is that on the bottom right there? Oh, look, now it's on the top because there's no directions in space. That's the place that we already were. Okay. Well, to the next zone, I guess. This one appears to have been fruitful enough. And you got to learn to be thankful in this life. You got to learn to take what you get and not get too greedy, because if you get too greedy, that's the path to the dark side right there. That's how you start shooting lightning out of your hands and getting all weird jaundice eyes and shit. I'm going to call it right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me for the next episode of Everspace. I will see you all in future episodes of our spacefaring piracy adventures. Haven't made a lot of money on this one, but there's still a lot of time left. There's still a lot of time left to get that guap. I will see you all when next we commence. Hi to everybody.